gentlemen, may I draw your attention to statistics and facts. The facts are that Amit Shah actually conducted 46 meetings, rallies, everything in Bihar. Please count this with Rahul Gandhi. And if not Rahul Gandhi, at least count it with the, whichever part of Congress actually plans and strategizes their elections. Look at that. Look at what else did he do? There were a lot of, he camped in Bihar to enthuse party workers, and I know he will hold meetings with district prabharis, with mandal prabharis, with block level netas. He meets each one of them. Sabha, you will endorse that he does and goes to that level of detail. Let me also tell you what else did he do. He sat there not because he has to sit there. He actually is a party karyakarta when elections are happening. Yes, he is the home minister of the country, but a party karyakarta who wants to win elections. There were seat distributions, there were ticket distributions, there is always heartburn in political parties on kisko mila, kisko nahi mila. And he sat there and sorted out all of these problems. And if we can go to the next graphic, he sat and sorted out those problems. Met party workers, district mandal level. He sat and solved all the problems, assuaged over the 100 rebels, quelled the dissent that existed. Every party has aspirational people who want the tickets, and he quelled the dissent. United NDA, Ekjut Front, boosted NDA's ally, the Panch Pandav nomenclature, all parties, and look at the way they have performed, because they were united not just in words but in deeds at the district levels for 1.5. No friendly fights. Rebels didn't listen to anyone except him. So he sat there, camped there, did that. That is. And rebels eventually agreed to Amit Shah. He did all of that. And then there is no surprise, Sanjay Jha, that this happens. It's not by chance, it's not by fluke, but it is by planning.
He also kept the issue of that the chief minister will be decided after the results are out. So he's left that a window is open there. So let's look at the exact numbers.
You continue to talk about that. You believe that. You're most welcome to believe that. You're most welcome to believe that. I don't see that happening. Your experience versus my experience. Yeah. Let's wait and watch. Ishkaran.
Because I am only on the foundational principle of what you said. Obviously, the Home Minister works non-stop. The result came. But we are presuming if Rahul Gandhi did more rallies, it will lead to a result as if his performance will be like the Home Minister. What if more rallies lead to lesser vote? So let's not go into that, because there must be some feedback they get. That is why he's not doing more rallies in the election. He does it before the election. So let's not assume this.
Navika, I take that feedback in the right spirit. You have to fight the larger cause, but you've got to win elections to get your cadres galvanized and to make the people believe that you are a serious contender waiting to get back in power. So losing elections, in my opinion, is never going to protect your ideology. We are critical of the way the BJP runs the country. But if the only way we can really change that narrative and influence the voters is by winning elections. Now the BJP has some... the BJP... I'll tell you the problem. I'll tell you the problem. No, one sec. It's not a level playing field.
Eureka moment.
But I'll tell you.
Is it a discovery?
Smita, it's not a level playing field, and that does make the results.
Can I just sum it up?
हमारे लिए भी level field नहीं है. There are channels that have more money than we have. It's not a level playing field. But that's life.
That's life.
That is life. We fight in that battleground and we try to do the best we can. That is the way the world works. To say that it's not a level playing field is to be a nepo kid. All other people go and fight on the street, and the most survivor spirit will actually win. I am somebody who grew up in Bihar. I didn't know Delhi would give me a chance. And here I am 35 years later. Well, Sanjay Jha, it wasn't a level. I'm not Oxford educated. I'm not Cambridge educated. I am Bihar educated. I am Pilani educated. And I am Pune educated. Okay? Mofussil towns. But I'm Bharat ki beti. man surviving.
Navika, you and I have the similar credentials. I'm from Bihar and we studied in the same place in Pune.
You are South Bombay, which is far higher than South Delhi.
Hang on. One minute. But Navika, the real point that cannot be denied, and I'm speaking here, some people aren't going to like it, but I think you got to learn from your opponent that you criticize every day. And I believe that Mr. Modi, for example, picked up Congress's Aadhaar, picked up Congress's Manrega, and doubled down to claim success. I think
if it works, it works.
Yeah, and
learn the tricks.
Yeah, and therefore the Congress's only mistake, and a singular outstanding mistake, has been to not recognize that politics has to be relentless. And if you don't win, go back and fix it and come back quickly.
Exactly, which is why I do not agree, Smita Prakash, with this whole argument. It's not a level playing field. Rote raho, ghar baitho, ro, ya aake lado, khelo aur jeeto.
Absolutely.
See, they say na that a pessimist is somebody who complains when opportunity knocks on its door. Right? So this opportunity kept coming the way of the Congress party. To 2024 now can be seen as a black swan event where it got such a great mandate. If you wanted to, you could have capitalized on that in subsequent elections. Did not do that. Instead, you take these partial breaks. You keep taking politics as a partial thing and not as a continuous process. You have to work hard at it.
Absolutely, there is no substitute to hard work.